So we'll call the building board meeting to order. Please take the roll.
Here.
Holman?
Here.
Sardina?
Here.
Mr. Klibowitz is excused.
Are there any persons desiring to be heard by the building board? None. Consideration of the minutes from May 19th.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second that.
Notes on that here. So. On those notes, the date is wrong. It's May 5th.
Okay. So the content is correct, just the date on top. Okay, I'll correct that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. With that correction, a motion is made and seconded. Any other discussion on a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So new business, we have occupancy permits. The first one is for Mission Truck Equipment, doing business as Casper's Truck Equipment, 5560 North Park Drive.
This is an existing business that's just expanding to include the rest of the building or just essentially going right next door. They are looking at essentially not adding to their business, but just needing additional space for working on the vehicles, additional space to store things. So they're not necessarily adding employees. They're not adding foot traffic. They just want a little bit more breathing space for their operations. So with that, with no changes to hours of operation or real traffic or congestion caused by this, it seems like a pretty straightforward, just one business expanding to get a little bit more.
So the reasoning behind an application is because it is a separate address, even though it is the same building.
So they will be maintaining that separate address, but they will be expanding the use within of their business, the use to that additional address.
Is like I couldn't see the address when I went by there today. So that probably falls into the thing on the agenda item.
Yes,
later.
sir.
Like it's not even posted. There's no 5560 up there.
Correct.
And isn't that confusing having the two separate addresses for that? Wouldn't it be better to just have the one?
Yeah. So at this time, both tenant spaces have that separate address, but for their sake, they're just going to maintain their current front door. The extra space is kind of more for their internal operations. But you are correct that under the proposed addressing ordinance, that would be required on the door to have an address, so that any first responder would be able to say, hey, that's this
Sure.
address.
Okay.
It'll probably be a question for later on, but so let me know if we should talk about that later. That building has two addresses. Is it two separate tax keys? Because it's two separate addresses. So then that's a question for.
Yeah, that'll get modified as per the ordinance then. Okay.
Correct. And we could consider condensing it if we did have, if like the businesses internally, and again, I'm not sure of the internal mechanics of the building, but since they are, I believe, separated by a wall, and they had two separate units, because that used to be the Cream City skateboard park, I believe, in that
It could just be unit A or something.
Correct.
With the address of Silver
Correct.
Spring.
If they kind of eliminated one of the walls and made it kind of one contiguous building, but with the separation, you can't get from one unit to the other, to my knowledge, right now. So I think that's part of the reason why there's the two addresses.
Okay.
I guess we'll pick that back up.
Yep. Any other questions from the board?
No.
Oh,
With that all said, I'll make a motion to approve occupancy for Mission Truck Equipment, doing business as Casper's Trucks Equipment, located at 5560 North Park Drive.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good. The second one for the occupancy is MAK Meals LLC, located at 12610 West Hampton.
Yep. So this organization operates several McDonald's franchises across Milwaukee and Wauwatosa, and that this site would be serving as a meeting space, office, but is not customer or public facing. So it is internal for their operations for their various restaurants across Wauwatosa and Milwaukee. They might be doing a little bit of small storage here and there, but the intent is that this space is just purely for internal operations.
Sure. Yep. That's kind of what I got out of the packet and everything. Okay, good.
Yeah.
No food production or anything like that. Okay. Oh, that's great.
With that, I'll make a motion to approve the occupancy permit for Mac Meals LLC located at 12610 West Hampton Avenue.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
That passes. All right, under letter B, 2 sign permits. The first one is for Metro Elevator, 12855 West Silver Spring, Unit A.
This is an existing business on the north side of the village. This is them essentially replacing a formerly existing sign with their sign. So they went for their occupancy, and then sometime afterwards, they then put up their own sign. And so this is after the fact.
So this is already up.
Yes.
How do we catch it?
I was driving down Silver Spring.
Well, we just approved their occupancy. It might have been just last month, right? It was recent, I know that. Yeah.
And I could have swore, we usually always say, if you doing anything, signs or whatever, to reach out to you. So it's a little disheartening that someone that just came before us, got an occupancy, we had a conversation, and then just threw up a sign because they wanted to and got caught. How was compliance after it was brought to their attention?
Immediate.
Okay.
I share trustee Baylor's frustration with that.
Yeah, just once I'd like to say, no.
Yeah.
Right,
mean,
but it's even worse when we have them before us and then they go.
Yeah,
and then
I mean, that's.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more, right? So what else are we in a surprise for? What else won't they comply with? They're going to start remodeling inside?
And so on.
List goes on.
Curb and for right away and so on.
Away we
So,
go.
Yeah, so, probably a discussion at some time, but, that said, I'll make a motion to approve that sign permit for Metro Elevator, 12855 Silver Spring.
I'll second it.
Motion is made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion does pass. The last sign permit is for Nathan's Auto Care, 4757 North 125th. And we see that that is already up there. Nice little sign.
How did we catch this one? Ben again, driving around,
Yes, sir.
pulling double duty. We appreciate you, Ben. We really do.
Existing business, this is after the fact as mentioned. This is at a site just north of Butler Tool off of 125th Street on the west side of the street. Otherwise, the business owner was compliant once the communication was established.
How long have they been in business there?
I want to say 2023.
We met him not that long ago. He was here for something, if I recall, that owner.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah,
Do they just not know?
I unfortunately don't have an answer for that. Again, we again state when they come in for their occupancy permits that, and I know that as Trustee Baylor has said, even here, I think that we communicate more than once that if you're going to be, doing any type of expansion, if you're going to be doing signs, if you're going to be doing that, you need to pull the permits. Oftentimes, people that do it correctly, they do walk away with both permits because they're like, yeah, I'm going to be doing a sign. I'm just not going to be doing it right now. So give me the permit form. But, as Trustee Holman said, we can have that conversation. We can talk about redoing the ordinance, different enforcement measures.
Yeah, there's
I've got some thoughts on it.
we got to start having some consequences for, I mean, and how many, we had a business that was here for 15 years that we didn't even know about. Right? I mean, so there really needs to start being some consequences for just willy-nilly doing what you want in the village. Right?
So Nathan's Auto Care, I'll make a motion to approve that sign.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye.
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 And then with that said, if I could request the administrator to put that agenda item on our next building board for next month.
I'll second
For a discussion of ordinances or a way to address, that issue. I think there's some
My-
good ideas that we can come up
My
with.
question, and sorry to, well, I can talk to the team. more
Sure.
about it.
Yeah, we can wordsmith it later. Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Make a motion to adjourn.
Everybody all together. Let's all do it.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, Tom and Eric, all in favor?
Aye.
And that'll be at 5:40.